In gold mining operations makes Addington the leader. Addington, a name you can trust, a name you can count on.
At Armco, having state-of-the-art facilities is another of their strategic goals. Some projects to meet our goals have already been completed, like the Ashland caster and modifications to the cold mills. Armco has spent over $180 million over the last year to produce the quality products required by Armco's customers. Armco is spending money on various customer information systems, integrated technology, as well as on special information projects to make sure Armco has what it needs to lead the industry. Armco, America's steelmaker.
Ready for the kickoff. Johnson approaches. Boyd County going right to left. It's deep. And Crisp will take it at about the 2. He's headed to the right across the 10. Cuts back to the left. Across the 15. Gets by a tackler at the 20. And here he goes. 25, 30. And they caught him from behind and wrestled him down about the 31. As the Tomcats, Tony Pierce maybe made the game-saving tackle right there early. He got by everybody. The Tomcats' kickoff return overran, and Boyd County's got good field position. The Lions will start 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. Pat Atkins will be your quarterback. They'll come out in the wishbone with White, Kersey. Check that. Now it's Amos, Kersey, and Jackson in the wishbone. Line to the near side is White. Atkins, the junior, hands under. 1st and 10 at 30 on the option. He's going to flip it up. No, first man through, I'm sorry. And it's Kersey carrying the football, and he got little of anything. Kersey carries for Boyd County. A first man through, and they'll mark his forward progress at the 31. A gain of 1. We'll call it 2nd and 9 for Boyd County at their 31-yard line. Play just underway here at Putnam Stadium. The Tomcats and the Lions renewing a rivalry that dates back to 1965. It doesn't mean as much as it used to, and this place is jam-packed. Standing room only tonight.
Wishbone.
Wishbone is out for Boyd County. Wide to the near side comes Davis. Wishbone is tight as Atkins hands under. Last man through. That's Jackson gets a call across the 34-35 yard line. Comes Josh Jackson. Boyd County, a very young football team. They have 66 players, but that includes freshmen. You take away the freshmen, they have only 43 upperclassmen. 13 of those are seniors. Jackson picks up 5. It'll be 3rd and 4 for Boyd County at their 36-yard line, a long 4. Atkins brings him out wide to the right side. Goes Jackson and White. Wishbone is broken, and Amos goes wide right. Lone man in the backfield is Kersey. Atkins to throw. 3rd and 4. Looking upfield. He's going. Got the first down to White. 45. And up to the midfield stripe and tackled in his tracks.
Dickie, this is something I think that Boyd County will probably do quite a bit of. Throw the football, spread them out. By listening to the Boyd County coach Atkins talk, I just kind of have the feeling that, being a college coach, he will put the ball in the air, throw those curl routes in there, throw sideline patterns, and throw possession pass plays.
And they did. Were successful. They converted on 3rd down. 1st and 10 for Boyd County at their 49. Wishbone tight, wide out to the left. Here's Atkins. Last man. Oh, my goodness. Charlie Johnson, the defensive tackle, nailed Jackson in the backfield. Jackson loses a yard back to the 48-yard line.
Ricky, what I was trying to tell you, the Tomcats will be in the wishbone.
They will be in the wishbone.
Marshall apparently will be the other starter at the halfback.
All right, sir, thank you.
It looked like that in pregame, but, that could have been decoy, too.
A loss of 1 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 11 for Boyd County at their 48. Wishbone broken. They're in the eye now. Pitch back. Here's Amos trying to turn the corner. He cuts it back inside, and Charlie Johnson's got him again. He's nailed the 46-yard line. They're not going to run against that defensive wall of the Tomcats. There's just too much beef and too much meat in there.
Charlie's playing inspired, Dickie.
Yes,
of course, the big thing about Charlie having to play so hard defensively and then turn around offense, could take a little out of him at the end of the ball game.
Yeah, he's going to have to be the workhorse tonight on both sides of the football. 3rd down for Boyd County. They'll have it 3rd and 13 at their 46-yard line. 9 minutes to go in the quarter. Wide out to the right side for Boyd County goes number 28, Ryan Davis, the wide side, along with Jackson and Amos in the slot. The lone setback is Kersey. A pass on 3rd and 14. Atkins rolling. He's going to keep it. He got nailed by Travis Todd, and Stuart Hackworth at about the 46-yard line for no gain. Good coverage back there by David Brown for the Tomcats and Chris Hunt on that far side. No gain on the play. We'll call it 4th down for Boyd County in a punting situation. Jackson will be the punter. So the Tomcat defense yields a first down, but does not yield any points, and the Tomcats will take over offensively, and let's see what they can do. Back deep to receive for the Tomcats. Mitchell Kuntz and Rhett Robinson standing at their 15. Good high kick, end over end. Tomcats slip. It's going to take a big hop inside the 20. Roll down near the 15, 16-yard line. The Cats are going to be backed up as Jackson gets off a pretty good boot. About 39 yards, and the Tomcats are backed up as Ashland will start 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line. Let's see what the Cats come with first of all. It looks to be the wishbone. David Brown, your quarterback, of course. Chris Hutt will be back there along with Harshaw. And Charlie Johnson in the wishbone. The center, of course, is Hale. The guards are Huffman and Hackworth. The tackles, McRae, Mann, and Bentine. The tight end is 6'8", Bobby Lemaster on the right side. Wide to the left side, Wheeler in the wishbone. Brown going to give it to last man through, and that's Hutt who coughs it up, and Boyd County's got it at the 19. Chris Hutt coughed up the football, and off the bottom of the pile for Boyd County comes Jackson, number 13.
Dickie, this could be crucial as far as the ball game goes if Ashland turns the ball over, and they could have been in a position where then they start looking for there's a problem that you have to look for than where you missed one, Thomas.
Well, the Tomcats are known for their fumbling. They averaged nearly 2 fumbles a game last year. They had one last week and have already coughed it up once tonight. 1st and 10, Boyd County with a big break. The Lions have it at the Ashland 19. Wide to the near side, White and Jackson in the I formation are Kersey and Amos behind Adkins. 1st and 10, here's Adkins. He's going to look to throw, and they've got him in the backfield and down. Going in with the play is number 88, Roger Phelps, a 5'11 sophomore. He goes wide to the right. The wishbone's tight. It's Jackson, Amos, and Kersey behind Adkins. Adkins to Jackson, and they nail him. McRae man got him, and he picks up maybe a yard or two down near the 15-yard line. McRae held him up, and Tex got him, and Brown ended his threat of a run as he picks up 2 to about the 15. It's 3rd down for Boyd County and 6 at the Ashland 15-yard line. Football, nose of the football, just inside the 15. 6:30 left to go in the quarter. Big down here for the Lions. They're 1 of 2 in 3rd down conversion tries. They've got wideouts to the left, trip wides. It's White, Jackson, and Amos. Adkins to throw. He's rolling left, looking. He's going to loft it in the end zone for White. Touchdown! Wide open. White got right behind the Tomcat defender, Dwight Walters. He was wide open. The Lions are on the scoreboard. Adkins hits White with a 15-yard touchdown pass, and Boyd County leads at 6-0 with 6:16 left to go in the first quarter. The Lions go just 19 yards, and in to try the extra point for Boyd County is Jeff Williams, a 4'11" soccer-style kicker. David?
All right. Lions are down. The snap. Kick is up by Williams. Looks good, and it's perfect right down the middle. 6 minutes, 16 seconds to play in the first quarter. It's Boyd County 7 and Ashland 0. Back in a moment on WCMI.
Are you looking for a great price on a great truck or a great car? Then you want to head for Boyd County Ford Mazda Jeep Eagle, the hoofbeat of the tri-state. Boyd County Ford always has incredible savings on super sharp trucks and cars. Boyd County Ford has 1990 Ford Ranger XLT trucks complete with power steering, AM/FM cassette, tachometer, sliding rear window, air conditioning, cast aluminum wheels, 4-cylinder 2.3-liter engine with 5-speed manual overdrive transmission and more, all for just $86.88 after rebate. Or maybe you'd like the 1990 Ford Tempo 4-door. Boyd County Ford has it complete with AM/FM cassette, air conditioning, automatic transmission, power locks, polycast wheels, tilt cruise, electric mirrors, and a 2.3-liter 4-cylinder engine, all for only $97.88 after rebates. So you see, the place to go for a great truck or a great car at a great price is Boyd County Ford Mazda Jeep Eagle, the hoofbeat of the tri-state, 2119 Greenup Avenue, Ashland.
Harshaw with the ensuing kickoff takes it at his 15 and brings it across the 25 to maybe the 27-yard line. So the Tomcats, who have run just one offensive play, trail it now 7-0 with 6:11 to go in the first quarter as Pat Adkins through the air, 2 of 2, 28 yards and a touchdown toss to White of 15 yards, and the Lions lead it 7-0 on the Tomcat fumble of Chris Hutt. So Ashland will try it for the second time tonight. 1st and 10 at their 27. Brown, your quarterback. They're in the wishbone as Hutt, Johnson, and Harshall are there. Wide to the left side goes Wheeler, the short side of the field. Tight end LeMaster on the right. Here's a give. Johnson straight up the guts. Got a big hole across the 30. Plows up near the 32, 33-yard line. Goes Charlie Johnson. That's what Ashland has got to establish first, is Charlie Johnson right up the gut. And he picks up 6.
Dickie, Ashland offensive line did a good job coming off the ball, blocking against the wide tackle 6 of Boyd County.
2nd and 4 for the Tomcats now at their 33-yard line as Coons comes wide to the near side, the wide side of the field. Again, Johnson, Hutt, and Harshall on the wishbone behind Brown. Again, here's the call to Hutt. He's got a hole. 45 for midfield. He's beaten. He's on 40, the 35, and tripped up at about the 34-yard line by White. Chris Hutt turned it on. And he got a hole, and he burst through the seam. And off he went. From the 37-yard line all the way down, they spot it at the Boyd County 36. A gain of 13-23. Oh, about 27 yards, and Ashland's first down of the night.
Good job blocking by the offensive line, and Harshall did a good job blocking.
They're blowing him off the ball, straight up the gut. David Brown on the quarterback sneak's going to go inside the 35 to about the 33-yard line. Straight up the middle goes David Brown for a gain of about 3. 2nd down and 7 for the Tomcats at the Boyd County 33-yard line. 4:40 to go in the first quarter. 7-0. Lions lead it. Football to far hash as Vonderhyde goes split, or Crawford, I'm sorry, or Vonderhyde. It's Vonderhyde wide to the left. Wishbone is tight. Brown to Johnson up the gut, plows forward for about 5 more as he gets it inside the 30 to about the 27-yard line. Tomcats establishing the running game. And right now, Boyd County can't stop them. The Tomcats taking it right down their throat. That's a pickup of 6. It'll be 3rd down and 1. Ashland first 3rd down try of the night. 3rd and 1 for the Cats at the Boyd County 27. Wide to the near side, Vonderhyde. LeMaster is the tight end on the right. Wishbone is tight. Here's Brown. Going to give it to Johnson. He's close to the first down. And Boyd County pushes him back.
I think he made it. It depends on where they spot the ball. It's going to be close, but I believe he made it if I look at the stick over there.
Our officiating crew tonight, we didn't give. David, do you know who they are? I see Jim Simpson.
Yeah, Jim Simpson's the referee. Ron Dixon's the umpire. Bob Coons the linesman. The line judge is Mike Logan, and the back judge is Alan Russell.
All right.
Timekeeper is the irrepressible Jack Gallagher. It's going to be short.
4th down for the Cats. Big 4th down conversion coming here. They got to go. 3:47 to go in the first quarter. 7-0 Boyd County, and the Tomcats have it 4th down and about a yard at the Boyd County 27. They got no gain on that one. Good job defensively for Boyd County. Coons comes wide to the near side, and the wishbone, Johnson, Hutt, and Harshall behind David Brown. Boyd County with an 8-man front. Here's Brown to Hutt off the right side. First down as he cracks inside the 25 to about the 23. Chris Hutt on the quick dive off the right side. Picks up the first down. Ashland's 2nd first down of the night. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Tomcats as he picks up 3. Hutt 3 carries for 33 yards. Last week, he had 63 yards rushing on just 6 carries. Obviously, he'll get more than that tonight with Thomas out. Wheeler wide right, the football at the 23. Wishbone tight. Here's a give to Hutt. Here he goes. 20, and tripped up at about the 18-yard line. The saving tackle there by Boyd County's Gary Cheney. But not before Hutt picks up some good yardage.
I think Coach Marshall did a good job of calling the play that time. They run that straight dive in there, and that might confuse Boyd County defense with who to really take the dive man or who takes the option.
Gain of 6, 2nd and 4 for Ashland at the Boyd County 17. Crawford, the tight end on the left side. Wheeler comes wide right, the short side. Again, it's Hutt, Johnson, and Harshall. Tighten the wishbone. Brown to Hutt, right up the gut. He didn't get... Oh, Brown on the option. Inside the 10 to the 5 to the 4, and there's a flag on the play. They're going to bring it back. We've got a hold against the Tomcats. Thrown right in the middle of the line, and when that happens, it's usually a holding call against the offense. They'll bring that one back. A good gainer on the option play by David Brown. Good fake up inside. He carried it down near the 5-yard line, but they'll bring it back on the hold. The Tomcats were only penalized 3 times last week for 25 yards. They'll probably see that change tonight. bring it back. The point of infraction brings it back to about the 27-yard line. 10-yard loss, and the Tomcats have the down over. Instead of 2nd and 4, it's now 2nd and 14. Clock at 2 minutes and 30 seconds of the first quarter. Boyd County leading 7-0 on the fumble by the Tomcats, and they promptly went 19 yards in 3 plays. Wide right side Wheeler, the short side. Brown going to give it a Hutt. He picks it inside the 20, and he's tripped up again by Cheney right at the 20-yard line. Another good gainer for Chris Hutt. Herb, what are they doing? They've run that play, I guess, 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, they run that dive. They run up in the wishbone, but running a dive with the setback in there, and that may be causing Boyd County's players a problem of who's to take the dive, because I'm sure they've been instructed to take the fullback inside, and they usually run that option outside, but they're not thinking about that halfback running the dive.
Gain of 7. It's 3rd and 7 for Ashland. They're 1 of 1 in 3rd down conversions. Here's the option to Harshall, and he got nailed in the backfield at about the 21-yard line. Boyd County's Josh Jackson in there along with number 3, Jake G. Really popped him. In fact, he probably lost a yard on the play, and now it's 4th down and about 8 as Harshall loses 1. So the Tomcats, who are 1 of 1 in 4th down conversion tries, will try it now. 4th down and 8 for the Cats at the Boyd County 22-yard line. 1:15 to go in the first quarter. Wishbone is tight. Wide right is Kuntz. Obviously a passing situation. Here's Brown rolling to his right, looking to throw. He's looking for Hutt. He's got him out of the backfield. Inside the 15, breaks a tackle. First down to the 10-yard line. Chris Hutt did that one by himself.
Sure did, Dickie. He did a good job of catching the football. Then after catching the ball, breaking away from a tackle and picking up a very important first down.
The Tomcats 2 of 2 in 4th down conversion tries tonight.
I think Chris Hutt is answering a call tonight. He's playing very, very well. I thought last week he played both. Matter of fact, probably all around both ways as good as anybody played last week.
1st and 10. They can get a first down at about the half-yard mark. Football just outside the 10. Here's Brown to Johnson. Oh, straight up the gut, and he didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. They can't bring him down. They just push him back. Clock is rolling. We're inside 40 seconds. We may get another playoff before the quarter ends. Well, we're going to give Johnson 1 on his forward progress. It'll be 2nd and 9. The football at the 10-yard line for the Tomcats. 7-0 Boyd County leads it. 22 seconds to go in the quarter. This will be our last play of the quarter as Coons comes wide right to short side. In the backfield now, Harshall, Daniels, and Johnson. Hutt is out. Brown's going to keep on the pop pass to Coons. He can't get it at the 3. It just fell incomplete at the 3-yard line. And David Brown took a lick back there when he released the football. Did he take a lick? Wow, he got popped.
Dickie, this has been a good hard-hitting football game.
Boyd County will always pop you. Clock is stopped with 11 seconds to go in the first quarter. 7-0 Boyd County. Ashland has it 3rd down and 9 for a first down. 3rd and 10 for a touchdown. At the line 10. Daniels out and Hutt goes in. Crawford tied in on the left. Kuntz comes wide right. The little sophomore. Here's David Brown, the senior. Hands under on the option. Going to turn it down himself. Breaks 1 tackle. Gets to about the 9, and that's about it. That'll be the end of the first quarter. At the end of 1 period of play, it's Boyd County 7, Ashland 0. This is Tomcat football on WCMI.
If you run a business, you have to worry about a lot of details. We'd like to relieve you of one of those details, business insurance. The Putnam Agency makes it our business to protect your business with every kind of commercial and personal insurance coverage you could possibly need. When it comes to commercial insurance coverage for your business, the Putnam Agency means insurance. 16th Street and Winchester Avenue, Ashland. Phone 329-2200.
The start of football season signals the beginning of another school year, and Johnson's All-Star Dairy is proud to supply the Ashland Independent Schools with milk this school year. Johnson's All-Star milk comes from local dairy farms and is processed locally, and that means fresher milk for your child. Welcome back to another school year from your friends at Johnson's All-Star Dairy, your local hometown dairy since 1931.
In Putnam Stadium, the Tomcats have a 4th and 9 at the 9-yard line. They can go to about the half-yard mark for a first down or 9.5 yards for a touchdown. It's 4th down for the Tomcats. Needless to say, they're better off getting the score than the first down. We start the second period. The Tomcats are 2 of 2 in fourth down conversion tries tonight. They've converted twice on big plays on fourth downs, and they'll have to do it a third time to keep this drive alive. Football at the far hash mark as Wheeler will be the wideout. Johnson, Hutt, and Harshaw will be in the wishbone behind David Brown. The tight end is Crawford on the right. Now Kuntz goes wide to the right, Wheeler to the left. The backs are split. They're in the veer formation. It's Johnson and Hutt back there. Here's Brown to throw. He's looking in the end zone. Intercepted. That's Amos. He's got it at the goal line. Here he comes out across the 10, 15, 20, and down to the 21. He threw it right into the hands of Mick Amos. David Brown throws his first interception of the night and of the season. And Boyd County takes over. They would have taken over anyway. And they bring it out to about the 21. And the Lions have held. Defensively, the Lions have done it. And Ashland does not collect. Boyd County will start first and 10 at their own 21-yard line. Ahead 7-0. 11:50 to go in the second period. Big confidence booster there for the Lions, Coach.
Yes, it was, Dickie. I was hoping Ashland could get it in.
Wide out to the near side is White. Wishbone is tight as Atkins hands under. Jackson, the last man through. He didn't get much of anything. They rack him up the line of scrimmage. Skaggs there for the Tomcats. Boyd County in the first quarter managed only 7 yards on the ground, 28 through the air. The Tomcats had 62 on the ground and 12 through the air. But if you remember last year, Boyd County whipped Ashland on the statistics, but lost on the scoreboard.
Dickie, the big thing right now is the turnover.
Right. That's the difference, and Boyd County leads it 7-0 on the Tomcat fumble. Wide to the left side goes Jackson and Davis and Amos. One set back, that's Kersey. Atkins to throw. He's looking out of the pocket. He's in trouble. There's a flag, a hold, and the Tomcats got him in the backfield, back at the 19-yard line. They held Charlie Johnson. That was Kersey. So the Tomcats can decline the penalty and make it third down and about 13, or take the penalty and make it second down and about 20. I'd probably push them on back because Boyd County looks like offensively they don't have much.
I would push them back too, Dickie. They're going to decline it.
That's what I said, decline it. The penalty is declined as Atkins loses yardage on the play. Back to the 19. That's a loss of 2. And it'll be third down for Boyd County. They're 2 of 3, though, in third down conversions. They're 3rd and 12 at their 19-yard line. Davis goes out of the lineup for the Lions of Coach Dave Likens, and coming in with a play is White. He and Jackson and Amos trip wide outs to the right side. Kersey, the lone setback. Atkins, the junior quarterback, hands under, obviously going to throw the football. No, on the delay to Kersey, he got about a yard to the 20. Again, Skaggs was there to meet him and slap him down.
Herb Skaggs did a good job from his linebacker spot, reading that, come in there and making a good hit.
A punting situation for the Boyd County Lions now. Boyd County will have it fourth down and about 11 at their 20. And into punt is Jackson. He punted the first time for 39 yards. He got a good one off.
Dickie, I'm not sure we've returned a punt this year, have we? I don't think we have.
I have to get last week's stats out, but I don't believe you. I think you are right. I don't believe we have. Robinson and Kuntz back in double safety. Bad snap. It's low, but they're going to get it off. No, they won't. He touched down at the 8-yard line.
His knee.
Jackson went down on one knee to grab the football, and the Tomcats have the football at the Boyd County 8. It does not go as a punt. It goes as a rushing play, and they will lose 12 yards on the play. So the Tomcats get the big break there. So I guess you go break for break, and now Ashland will get the break. And the Tomcats will start at the Boyd County 8-yard line, first and goal, with 9:50 to go in the first half. The Lions leading the Cats 7-0. Kuntz goes wide right. Wheeler to the left. The Tomcats are in the veer. Johnson and Hutt back there behind David Brown. Brown's going to give it to Johnson off the left side. He didn't get a thing. They nail him at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Looks like Boyd County has the veer pretty well scouted.
Well, Dickie, they, the last 2 or 3 times they've played it pretty well, but Ashland's moved the ball pretty good. Overall, they moved it much better than Boyd County has.
In the wishbone. Second and goal for the Tomcats at the Boyd County 8-yard line. Kuntz comes down the lineup. Wheeler goes in with a play. Again, the Tomcats come out in the, they're going to go to the wishbone. Back to the wishbone. Johnson, Daniels, and Hutt back there. Wheeler, the lone wide out to the left. Brown going to give on the second man through. Hutt, he breaks a tackle at the 5. He's in for the score. Chris Hutt's just too strong. They can't bring him down. And Hutt goes It's a 7-6 ball game.
Dickie, I've been very much impressed with Chris this year, both offensively and defensively, and he's got that good acceleration. He's very quick, gets to the line, and he is hard to tackle.
8 yards in 2 plays. And the Tomcats will try and tie it here as Clayton Hill will try it. David Brown will hold. Ashland trailing 7-6 with 8:58 to go as Chris Hutt gets his 3rd touchdown of the year. David?
All righty, Clayton Hill will be trying it. David Brown will hold the snap, and the kick is up, and perfect, right down the middle. Couldn't have been any more perfect, as they say. And we're all tied up. 7-7 with 8:58 to play in the first half. This is Tomcat football on WCMI.
I really do love this house, Brad.
Me too, Julie.
But it looks so big and so bare.
Bare?
How are we going to fill all the rooms? Well, we need some new furniture, and I'd really love to carpet the living room and our kitchen appliances.
Well, we'll talk to Third National Bank, Julie.
Third National Bank?
Right.
Oh, they just made us the mortgage loan.
Yeah.
And you're going to ask for more money for furniture and appliances?
Why not? Third National Bank has money to lend for furniture and appliances, too.
But, Brad, we're not big, important customers. We're just starting out.
Julie, Third National Bank understands the financial needs of young people, and they're here to help.
Third National Bank has banking services for young people just starting out, from checking accounts and mortgage loans to furniture and appliance loans. Third National Bank of Ashland, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Brad, what do you think of this color for the living room?
Julie!
Ready for the kickoff from Charlie Johnson in a tie game at 7 apiece. Johnson tees it up on the right hash. It's high, and it's not quite as deep. And it's fielded by Chris at his 15, across the 20, up the far sideline, across the 25, and nailed at about the 30. So Boyd County will have pretty good field position. They'll start 1st and 10 up near the 30-yard line in a tie game at 7-7. The Lions have not generated much offense except for their passing game. Their passing game is gained, they're 2 of 2 for 28 yards. On the ground, the Lions are a minus 5 yards.
Ashland defense, Dickie, has played real well. The pass that completed for the touchdown was the problem.
7-7 as we 8:40 left to go in the first half. White comes wide to the near side, and the wishbone. It's Kersey and Amos and Jackson back there behind Adkins. 1st and 10 for Boyd County at their 30. Here's a give, last man through, and that is Amos, and he gets 3, maybe 4 up near the 34-yard line. Mick Amos carries the football.
Herb Skaggs was in on that tackle also.
2nd down and 6 for Boyd County at their 34-yard line. The Lions dressed in white tonight with gray pants and red headgears. The Tomcats in their home maroon with gray pants and white headgears. White comes wide right. Football in the middle of the field. Again, it's Amos White. And I think we got a new runner in there, and he gets a call. That's number 20, David Caldwell, a freshman, and he's across the 35 up near the 37-38. You might remember the name Caldwell. You'll remember back into the 60s when Philip Caldwell played for the great Catlettsburg teams of Coach Jack Eisen. Well, this is his son.
Well, he's a good football player and just a freshman.
He's a dandy. David Caldwell. You remember that name. 5'8", 165.
I think last week he made the big play that kind of turned the ball game around to win the football game.
He gains 4 there. And it's 3rd down for Boyd County. They're 2 of 4 in 3rd down conversions. 3rd and about 2. At their 38, they've got to go just to the other side of the 40. Wishbone is tight. Atkins hands under. He's going to roll to his right. Broken play, and they got him in the backfield at the 38. Through there was Scott Crawford for the Tomcats. He held him up, and then Charlie Johnson and Stuart Hackworth and Rhett Robinson came in to nail him. But a good play by Crawford to hold him up for no gain. And Boyd County again is forced to punt. The last time they tried to punt, it was a bad snap, and the punter had to fall on it back at the 8, and Ashland scored. Now Mick Amos will punt it rather than Jackson. Jackson was the punter the first time. He got a good boot off at 39, but the last time he fell on the football and, of course, gave Ashland the ball at the 8. So Mick Amos will try it now. It's a good snap. No rush by Ashland. It's high, but very short. And Mitchell Kuntz will field it at the 32. He's headed to the left across the 35, fumbles and falls on it at the 37-yard line. So Ashland's got good field position. The Tomcats will start 1st and 10 at their 37-yard line. A 7-7 game with 6.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Quarterbacks need to establish that offense again and really put Boyd County in a hole. Another score or two, Herb, and the way I've looked at Boyd County's offense so far, they're really in big trouble.
Yes, Dickie, they're not real strong offensively. They're a good defensive football team, get after you and hit, but they're not real strong right now, and I think it's the coach's offensive system not in real good right now.
The backs are in the veer, and two wideouts left and right. Here's David Brown straight up the middle to Chris Hutt. He's across the 40 to about the 41, a short gain on the play of about 3. Hutt has now carried 7 times for 57 yards. It is 2nd and 7 for Ashland at their 41. LeMaster out of the lineup. Scott Marsh, Vic's son, the sophomore tight end, is in. He will go tight on the left side. Wheeler to the right, the wide side of the field. Kuntz to the left. Again in the veer. Johnson and Hutt behind Brown. Here's Brown to Johnson, straight up the middle, across the 45. First down, up to the 47, 48-yard line. They can't stop the big boy.
I tell you what, Dickie, he looks pretty good running out of that beer set. Looks like he's getting quicker each week.
Maybe he's a little bit quicker than we give him credit for, huh? He showed some power, and he picks up 8 yards on the Tomcat first down. He's not a spitting image of his brother, Mike, but he's close. 1st and 10 for Ashland at their 49-yard line.
Season's not over.
Wide to the right side goes Troxler, a sophomore. Kuntz to the left. Brown on the quarterback sneak. Good yardage to midfield into Boyd County territory to about the 48-yard line. Apparently, Herb, there's a problem with Boyd County in the middle because they've run the quarterback sneak several times tonight.
Picked up good yards.
A gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 for Ashland. At the Boyd County 47 and a half, 5 minutes to go in the first half. A 7-7 game. Football at the near hash mark as Troxler comes wide to the left side. The Tomcats are in the wishbone again as Harshall's in there. Johnson, the fullback, Hutt, the halfback. Here's the give to Hutt, and there's a mix-up back there. It looked like they tried to run the option play, and it collapsed. And Hutt had to eat it at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Looks like, Dickie, was to me, it was a second man through and going to go run off tackle. And looked like that defensive end stymied the backup, and Hutt didn't know where to run to.
The Tomcats are 1 of 2 in third down conversions, and they have a third down and about 6 at the Boyd County 48. Again, Troxler wide left, the short side of the field. In the wishbone, Johnson, Hutt, and Harshall behind Brown. Brown going to give on the option, keeping himself. He's got the first down, now flips it out to Hutt, fumbles it. Hutt falls on it, I think, or where is it? At the 39, it is going to be whose football, Mr. Referee?
It's Ashland.
Apparently Ashland, as Hutt fell on it at the 39, enough for the first down. David Brown had the first down, and then he flipped it out to Hutt. It was not a good pitch, and Hutt was not ready for it. And Hutt luckily fell on the football for the first down.
Dave Brown did a good job that time reading the option and turning the ball upfield to make him pick the first down up. Probably should have kept the ball.
Another Ashland first down at the Boyd County 39. Wishbone tight, wide left. Brown on the pop pass to Marsh. He can't get it. And he got nailed at the 33 by Amos. Brown now 1 of 4 through the air. He was 1 of 4 last week. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Ashland at the Boyd County 39. Clock stopped, 3:47 to go in the first half, a 7-7 game. Kuntz goes in, and Troxler will come out with a play. And now time called. What's the problem? We've got an equipment problem. Jay Hale lost his knee brace. And now we're going to wind her up. How can you wind up the clock on an incomplete pass? You can't do that. It was an incomplete pass. Stop the clock. Now they start it. Come on. Here's Brown. Straight up the middle. Charlie Johnson's got it inside the 40, the 36-yard line, on a late hit by Amos and no call. Amos was on his way up. Oh, I'm sorry. Johnson was on his way up after he got tackled, and Amos came by and hit him. Official on this side just plain missed that one. That's a gain of about 4. It'll be 3rd down and 6. Boyd County's known for their late hits. If you get by with it, go ahead and do it. Why not? It's 3rd and 6 for Ashland at Boyd County 36. They're 1 of 3 in third down conversions tonight. Kuntz goes wide right. Becks are in the wishbone. Brown on the option. Flips it out. Here's Harshall. Turns the corner. Here he goes. He's inside the 30 at the 29 and very close to the first down. John Harshall with a burst of speed. And he's got it to turn on. And he showed it there as he gets very close to the first down. It's going to be just shy by about a yard, they say.
Dave Brown did a real good job that time, Dickie, getting down the line quick and releasing the ball to a good pitch, and Harshaw almost picking up the first down.
Ashland 2 of 3 in fourth down conversion tries. Will now try it at 4th and 1 at the Boyd County 30. Clock rolling, 2:25 to go in the first half. Wide out to the right side. Kuntz, the short side of the field. Again, it's Johnson, Hutt, and Harshaw in the wishbone. Boyd County in a 10-man front. Give to Hutt. First down inside the 30 to about the 28-yard line. Off that right side, the bread and butter tonight for Ashland is that dive off the right side.
Yes, and they've been giving the ball to Chris Hutt, who's been running very, very hard. He's been very effective tonight.
Hutt picks up 2 more, and how effective is he? Well, 10 carries for 68 yards. That's pretty effective.
And a touchdown.
And a touchdown. He's a Tomcats leading scorer, had 14 points last week. He's got 6 more tonight. Wide to the left side, Wheeler, wishbone tight, 1st and 10 at the 28. Brown on the option, flips it out. Here's Hutt. He's got a blocker at the 25, breaks a tackle at the 20, and down to the 18, and then very close to another Tomcat first down. And that play was made by the pitch of David Brown.
Sure was. It's a good pitch, and not only that, Dickie, after Chris Hutt caught the ball, made a good move and got to the outside. And, he can do that type. He's a kind of a flashy runner.
You got that part right. Clock stopped with 1:38 left to go in the first half. Ashland and Boyd County locked up at 7. They're going to bring out the chains and measure for this one, and it's at the 18-yard line on the option play.
It's going to be short.
I think you're right. And he is right. Or is he?
Ooh, half inch.
Oh, you're right. Half inch is a half inch. A gain of 9. 2nd and 1.
1 inch.
1 inch, you're right.
That's not a bad position to be in, 2nd down and 1 inch.
You can waste one here, couldn't you?
I like that.
With 1:38 to go.
I like that.
Ashland's got 3 timeouts left. 1:38 left to go in a half. Ashland knocking at the door at the Boyd County 18-yard line. Knotted at 7-7. Football at the near hash mark as Vonderheide comes wide left, the short side of the field. Harshaw, Johnson, and Hutt are in the wishbone behind David Brown, the senior. And now we wind that clock and we're ready to play football. Brown hands under Jay Hale. He's going to give Johnson with a first down inside the 15 or 16 to about the 15. Johnson picks up the first down, Ashland's 7th first down of the night. And the Tomcats have another first down, and the clock is now stopped, and the Tomcats want to call their first time out. With 1.5 minutes left to go in the half, it's Ashland 7, Boyd County 7. This is Tomcat football on WCMI.
How can a heat pump cool your house? Isn't the heat pump only for heating? Sure. The Amana heat pump is the most energy-efficient heating system available today. But the Amana heat pump is also a cool pump. In summer, it gives you the bonus of high-efficiency central air conditioning. Using your furnace's existing ductwork, it recirculates, dehumidifies, and cools the air inside your home. So the Amana heat pump is a cool pump. But that's not all. It's also a savings pump. In the winter, it supplies the majority of your heating needs. But when it's electronic control senses that your present furnace can do the job at a lower operating cost, it lets it take over. Call Thornton Refrigeration today at 325-1703 for the full story on the Amana heat pump, the cool pump, the savings pump. Thornton Refrigeration has all the details. Call them today and see how you can convert your home to take advantage of today's most efficient heating and cooling system. Your Amana distributor is Mid-America Distributors.
Well, it's 7-7 with 90 seconds left to play in the half, and Ashland has it 1st and 10 at the Boyd County 15-yard line and 2 timeouts remaining. Tomcats may have to go to the air shortly with just 1:30 to go.
They've got plenty of time, Dick.
All right. Wheeler goes wide left. Wishbone is tied. Here's Brown on the option play. He's going to flip it to Hutt. Fumbles the football. Boyd County's got it. Caldwell out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Well, there goes that drive. And the Tomcats cough it up for the 2nd time tonight. They fumbled 3 times and lost 2 of them.
That's what I get on.
David Brown.
Really, Dickie, he does a good job of running the option. He needs to keep that ball in there. You know, sometimes that you can make good things happen. You can make a lot of bad things happen also.
And that was a bad one. So the Tomcats will not lead at halftime. Boyd County might, because they can throw the football, and that's what they'll come out doing with 1:24 left to go in the half. The Lions have 3 timeouts left, but they're a long way from pay dirt. They're at their 16. They're 84 yards away. Wide to the left side goes White. The wishbone is tight behind Atkins. He's got Kersey, and he's going to give it to Kersey. First man through across the 20, breaks a tackle up near the 23, 24, still pounding near the 25-yard line, and a flag.
I think it's on Boyd County.
I don't think so. I think it's against Ashland. Nevertheless, a great run by Kersey. He showed a lot of power. They'll spot the football at the 25-yard line. Personal foul against Ashland to call. I thought so.
Well, I just saw the retaliation part of this.
A gain on the play from the 16-yard line. A gain of 9, plus the 15 of the penalty. Boyd County has their third first down of the night. And the Lions have some room to work with. They're up to the 42-yard line with 1:12 to go and 3 timeouts left. Coming in with a play for the Lions comes Davis. First and 10 for Boyd County at their 42. Football at the near hash. Davis goes wide left. Wide to the near side comes Pennington.
Double
and
slot.
Jackson, double slot. Sloan set back Kersey. Here's Atkins to throw. In trouble going downtown for Davis. He's got his man beat, and he can't catch the football at the Ashland 25. White Walter was beat to death back there. And he just got turned around and couldn't come up with a football. Walter was beat and beat bad. Ashland's secondary has been beaten tonight every time. It is second and 10 for Boyd County at their 42 with 49 seconds to go and 3 timeouts. White wide left, Amos in the slot left, Jackson and Pennington wide right, Kersey the setback, Atkins again, same play. Here he goes. This time for White, and Walters is back there, and he overthrows him at the Ashland 20-yard line, incomplete. That time, Dwight Walters was there and did a good job defensively. It is third down for Boyd County. They're 2 of 5 in third down conversions tonight with 44 seconds to go. If they don't watch out, they may have to give Ashland the football.
Wouldn't surprise me, Dickie. They come out, it looks like a double slot here, and I think they'll run somebody short, try to pick up the first down.
Well, they got trip wideouts to the left, one to the right. Kersey on the delay gets about 4, maybe 5 up near the 45, 46-yard line with 37 seconds to go. Nobody calling timeout. They're going to spot it at the 46 and pick up a 5 with 30 seconds to go. And now we get the timeout at 29 by Ashland. So the Tomcats call the timeout thinking they may get the football back. We'll be back in a moment on WCMI.
We need to talk about the future and my freedom.
Okay.
How long have I been coming here?
Oh, golly, I guess.
A long time, eh?
Yes, a long time.
And all this time, I've never asked for special favors or treatment or anything like that.
No.
Not that you didn't make me feel special. You did, and I appreciate it, really.
Thanks.
It's just that from now on, it's going to be different.
Different?
Yes, different. I'm over 50 now, and I just want more. I want my freedom without all the obligations.
She wants something she can't get just anywhere. She doesn't want to pay for checking any longer, or for checks, or for her Visa or MasterCard, or for traveler's checks, money orders, cashier's checks, or her Quest card or notary services. She wants interest on her checking account, a bonus on her CDs, and an annual estate plan analysis. She wants a lot, and she wants it all free. And she can get it, too, at the Bank of Ashland.
Here, Louise, sign this and have your freedom.
Thanks, Max. I knew you folks at the Bank of Ashland would understand.
Bank of Ashland understands with the Freedom 50 account. Member FDIC.
Fourth down for Boyd County and about 5 at their 46-yard line, and looks to be a punting situation.
Ashland may come to, with all of them, try to block this one.
And Jackson will punt it this time, not Amos. Jackson gets it high, and it's a dandy. Spiral. Robinson Fields at his 22. Fair catches at the 23-yard line, goes down. So Ashland's got 22 seconds to go and 1 timeout left in a 7-7 game. A 32-yard boot there by Jackson. So the Tomcats have it first and 10 as they start at their 22-yard line with 22 seconds to go and 1 timeout to go. Wheeler comes wide to the left side. In the backfield, Hutt and Johnson. They're in the veer formation. Now they got double tight ends in the I formation as David Brown is going to go straight up the middle to Charlie Johnson across the 25. Up near the 26-yard line comes Johnson, and Ashland, I guess, is content to go to the dressing room tied at 7. As Johnson picks up about 4, it'll be second down and 6, but I don't think they'll even run this play. 6 seconds to go in the half, and that'll be the end of the first half. We're knotted at Putnam Stadium in a 27th meeting between the Tomcats and the Lions, and each team is 113, and we're knotted here. Ashland 7, Boyd County 7. It's been a good half of football. This is Tomcat football on WCMI.
If you own a business, you have to worry about a lot of details. We'd like to relieve you of one of those details, business insurance. The Putnam Agency makes it our business to protect your business with every kind of commercial and personal insurance coverage you could possibly need. When it comes to commercial insurance coverage for your business, the Putnam Agency means insurance. 16th Street and Winchester Avenue, Ashland. Phone 329-22...
This is really a beautiful home, Julie.
Oh, thanks, Kathy. Brad and I looked and looked. We found a house in this neighborhood and fell in love with the place.
Oh, I don't blame you. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Say, you must have really had to put down a chunk to get this place.
To be honest with you, not really.
And I guess you had to go through some big mortgage loan company.
No, we didn't go to a big mortgage company.
No, we went to Third National Bank for our mortgage loan.
Come on, a bank? But this is your first home.
That's right. Third National Bank makes loans to first-time home buyers. They were very understanding and really worked with us.
No kidding.
This is really a beautiful place.
Third National Bank understands your financial needs, and we're here to help. Third National Bank of Ashland, member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Brad?
Yeah?
You may know a lot about home financing, but you sure are a lousy cook.
Huh?
The hamburgers on the grill outside, they're burning.
Oh, no!
The start of football season signals the beginning of another school year, and Johnson's All-Star Dairy is proud to supply the